the size of that thing.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Red 2 Chatter, the 8th episode. We're up to Last Jedi now. And we have a lot of stuff to get through, actually.
Yeah, well, last week was a pretty slow news week.
Yeah.
This week is more... it's filled with news.
The funny thing is that last week was a slow news week, yet it was the longest episode of ours yet.
Right.
Because we had a lot of stuff to talk about, but yeah, it was mostly extra
Well, we got
chatter.
to nerd out on our own questions last week.
Yeah, we did. So let's just start off with news from around the galaxy. A new creature reveal from Ach-To looks to be a large sea creature. So let's go there right now and take a look at it. Now, my question is about this thing is that the carekeepers?
I don't believe that is the keepers of the the caretakers of the temple. I think that's just a
creature that lives
indigenous sea creature, like a walrus type.
Like like wampas and
Tauntauns.
Tauntauns were to Hoth. This is just a native.
Banthas were to Tatooine.
Yeah, now this might be an intelligent being. I don't know, but more intelligent than,
like, say, a Bantha.
Yeah, than a Bantha
Or a Tauntaun. But maybe more along a Wampa's level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's apparently supposed to be 9 feet tall. That's
awful tall.
That's pretty big.
It's pretty big. So, and I think you're just gonna see them like in the background or something.
Yeah, let's see if they're. I'm guessing they're a swimming creature.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're...
Seeing how most of this planet is just little islands.
Yeah, sort of like a seal or a manatee.
Yeah,
or
that's what he kind of looks like,
walrus.
except for he can stand upright.
Right.
Looks like, he's got like tentacles.
I mean, it would be kind of cool if, like, maybe Rey runs into one during her training.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Now, do you think he's... It looks like to me, it looks like he's covered with hair, like a
polar bear.
Like a polar bear.
Yeah.
Well, like, maybe he's covered with hair, but he's also got tentacles.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with his hands there.
And his mouth area. He
those could be like tentacles hanging down from his mouth.
He's a really cool. I like the design of him though.
Yeah,
he's really cool.
It'll be neat to see it in movie.
Action.
Yeah, and then it gets thrown down on the cutting room floor.
Right,
and never makes it.
Apparently, it's gonna be a 2-man puppet.
Puppet, right?
That's way better than CG. I love CG on certain things, but when it comes to Star Wars characters, I prefer the puppet. I like, give me Jabba the Hutt, the puppet, over Jabba the Hutt, the CGI guy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And maybe this creature is intelligent, and it's sort of like the leader of the caretakers, but doesn't really have much to do with the actual caretaking, but just sort of like delegates, like a Jabba the Hutt type character.
The only character that I kind of liked a little bit better as CGI than a puppet in Star Wars was Yoda. Probably the only one that I thought was done okay as CGI.
Yeah, well, it had to be done well. You had to have him CGI to have him do what he did, to do the fight scenes.
Yeah,
right.
Fight scenes.
Fight with Emperor.
Fight with Dooku.
Yeah.
He had a lot... Yeah, he did a lot more moving around in that movie as opposed to...
Yeah, and you couldn't put somebody in a suit. He's too short, too small. He couldn't do what needed to be done. So
yeah. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. What about you guys?
Yeah, no, I'm anxious to see it. Looks pretty cool.
Alright, cool. We get some brief remarks from Colin Trevorrow, the director for Episode 9, on his approach to the upcoming Star Wars saga film. So there will be a link down in the description below that has this article on it. I'm not going to read through it, but we're just going to talk about what he said. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah. His comments were, pretty brief. He doesn't want to give too much away about Episode 9, but I think it just kind of gave his sort of approach to it, where he, he's very mindful of how young girls feel about Rey and how, and how much of an impact the characters had on him, Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. So, he's going to be very cognizant of that.
Yeah.
Of those relationships between the screen, what you're seeing on the screen and how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I got out of it.
It seems like he's gonna make it more into an emotional journey.
Like what he felt when he was a child,
right.
and he went to see the movies, and he's like, "Hey,
and very family oriented.
Yeah.
So it's all cool stuff. At least he's already thinking about those stuff. They haven't even gone into production yet, but he's already pre-thinking all of these things. That's cool to hear.
Yeah. That's it.
It's just it's just another little nugget to get you excited that we have episode 8 coming up, but
they're already
starting to think about episode 9.
Yeah. All right, so the last part of news from around the galaxy is Donald Glover, who plays young Lando in the upcoming Han Solo film, shared some thoughts on playing the role. Again, article will be down in the description below if you want to go read that.
And I like these types of articles. Just obviously Donald Glover's a fan of the Star Wars universe, and just to hear sort of his excitement in his words about getting to play such an iconic role and the pressures that come along with that, but also the excitement he feels about going about that, just gives me confidence that he's going to do justice to the role and not. I mean, you can't step on Billy D. Williams, so he has to be able to pull that off, and it's going to be a hard job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because Billy D. Williams is Lando, so to get that roll down and make it believable, it's going to be interesting to watch.
It's the same thing with older Einreich.
Yeah, Alden.
Oh yeah, that's even more, in my opinion, that's even worse.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to step into those shoes of Harrison Ford.
We know way more about Han Solo
than we do about Lando. So Donald Glover. I almost said Danny Glover. Donald Glover can kind of take the role and make it maybe his own if he gets the opportunity to, because so little about really Lando.
Right. He's a smooth talker and sort of right.
Yeah.
Scoundrel himself, but that's really all you know. You don't know how he got there.
Yeah.
So he gets to build his character even more than what Billy D. Williams got to do, because Billy D. Williams obviously didn't get a lot of screen time, so he didn't get a ton of time to build that character of Lando. I mean, I think he did a phenomenal job with the time he had.
Right? Oh yeah.
Well, he makes Lando one of the most beloved characters of the entire first original trilogy, and he was only in he's in most of Return, but only the last third of Empire.
And even in Return, he's only in there for
the first act and the third act.
Yeah, he's not in the middle at all.
Right. Yeah.
So, hopefully, and I also agree that I like how he seems to be excited to play the role, and he's emotional about it, and he's like, yes, this is going to be a lot of fun, and it sounds like he's going to have fun playing the role,
and that's something that you definitely need to do.
And I think that would be a role that would be fun to play.
Take it serious, but have fun.
But it'd be a fun role to play though. You get to play a scoundrel and kind of a
gambler,
a gambler, and a smuggler, and
kind of a ladies' man.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to show in the movie they're going to tell you how he got the Tibetan gas mines there in Cloud City,
or if he already has dealings and the works and stuff
because Han's like, he swindled it out of somebody, but is that how he really got it, or is it some other way?
Also, do you think that we're going to get to see that epic card game?
Where he loses the Millennium Falcon to...
We'll get to see the Sabacc game.
It's got to. You gotta be seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be at the very end of the movie.
It could.
It could be.
Or maybe you don't get to know how he got the gas mines. Maybe that just stays a mystery, which is fine.
The end of the movie could be them playing Sabacc, and he gets to...
he loses the Millennium Falcon to Han.
Yeah.
I don't know why Lando cares. It's a piece of junk anyway. At least everybody says so.
But those two guys love that.
I mean, everybody says because Luke, Ray, it's all a piece of junk.
Right. Those two guys love that ship because they know what it's capable of. Everybody else just looks at it for face value.
Which I think it's still one of the coolest looking ships in the Star Wars franchise. But I don't know why everybody thinks it looks like a piece of junk. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, I like it.
And it is a little beat up when Luke first sees it.
Oh yeah.
And it's always breaking down. He's always having to fix it.
Yep.
Replaces the satellite dish on the...
Oh yeah, after Lando
sensors.
knocks it off.
Yeah.
Now I always wondered. Han got it back from Lando.
Yeah.
Because in Force Awakens he's looking for it.
Right.
So
Han lost it between Jedi and Force Awakens,
but he must have gotten it back from that. Obviously
must have tracked it down.
He got it back from Lando. after the battle.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, when the Han Solo movie was first announced, I was like, really? I wasn't that excited for it, but the more and more stuff that comes out about it, the more and more excited.
Yeah, me too, because I always thought it was maybe just a little... there's not enough there, because Han's not that old when he shows up.
He's in his early 20s.
Yeah, so, I mean, unless you're going to go almost to childhood and work it back, but I don't think they are. I think it's mostly going to be just...
Teens.
Teens to...
Almost just a couple years, maybe 3 years before we see him. And
I guess, you don't have...
been 25 or so. I'm not sure how old he was.
Yeah, they have to look that up and see if they tell you what his age supposedly was.
Yeah.
Not the actor's age, but the actual character's age.
The actual Han Solo's character's age.
But
I'm not 100% sure.
But I mean, I'm looking forward to the movie too.
Me too.
I mean, the more that comes out, the more I'm there. I'm wanting to.
Right. I'm anxious to hear what the title of the movie is going to be. I think that'll be the first announcement.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not like young Han Solo. I hope they have an actual.
I'm sure it'll be probably like a Han Solo, a Star Wars story. That'll probably be. Or maybe just Solo,
right?
A Star Wars.
That's
story.
almost what I'm thinking. They're just going to use the word Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Star Wars story. Because they have to use a Star Wars story.
Or they could do something totally along the lines of like Smuggler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll see. Could do that one.
When is that one supposed to come out?
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
At Christmas time again?
2018.
2018.
Maybe
it's got to be because what's it called? It's coming out in the summer, right?
It's got to be Christmas of 2018.
Yeah.
Or is it... Okay. So is it summer of 2019?
No, it's got to be May of 19.
Of 19? Of 19 or 18?
Of 18. It's out. It's the next one after.
Okay, so then episode 9 doesn't come out until 2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hopefully they throw in another movie in there soon. We get some announcement of what the next one's going to be. I'm sure.
Right, the next standalone movie.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Obi-Wan, but...
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see the Bounty Hunters.
Yeah.
But...
Again, Netflix is always there, man.
Oh, man.
Netflix
They need
They can start developing that at any time.
Yeah.
They don't need to wait for any movies to be done or over. They can just...
Guys.
I would love to see them. I mean, use that platform.
Yes.
The Netflix platform. Use that. Make us something. Even if it's a cartoon, make us something on Netflix.
Right. Put with 1 hour episodes instead of Rebels where you only get 20 some minutes worth of.
I want the 50 minutes.
And remember, there's
45 to 50
There's
minutes.
very little limitations with Netflix. So you can do pretty dark stories with Netflix.
Yeah, if you want to do dark, or you can do, just family-friendly ones. You can do anything. There's so much opportunity there.
And you don't have to just make one.
I'd love to see Disney and Lucasfilms jump on that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because it's the future.
Yeah.
And even just streaming.
And they've done dark stories on Netflix before. The Marvel original series are proof of that.
Yeah.
So that's it for news from around the galaxy. So now we're just going to hop on over to Tashi Toy Box. And the first thing we got to talk about is the new Darth Vader comic, issue number 1 review.
I picked this up just today, so we could all read it.
Yeah, I read it literally how long were we doing this? About 13 minutes ago.
Right. Yeah, I just finished it 13 minutes ago. I like where this starts and where I believe it's going to go, because this is the part of the Vader
story
history
that you don't really know.
That I want to know.
Yes, me too. It's
what happened after Revenge of the Sith.
It's
right after the Revenge of the Sith.
Right between Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One.
And, because he went out and he supposedly hunted down the remaining Jedi. So is that what the story's going to be about? We'll see.
Right, I mean, we learned some things about the initial relationship between him and Palpatine. A little rough.
A little rough to start with, yes.
Right, because,
he's already electrocuting him first day of his job.
There's some resentment there from Vader towards the Emperor.
Yeah, because what the Emperor say? Oh, I can save Padme's life.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Right.
So,
I can understand. This gives you a little bit more... I have a feeling when we get through this, I don't know how many... Do you know how many issues this is going to be?
I cannot remember if this is a short 5 issue or if this is a full 25 issue.
I'm hoping it's a 25 issue, but
I hope so because they could go a lot deeper.
They could go a lot
Usually
deeper.
with the 5 ones, it says 1 out of 5.
Right.
And maybe you'll get even more of why the Darth Vader really turned against the Emperor. I mean, yes, he was killing his son, but did he really have that much attachment to Luke? He didn't even know Luke.
Right.
But I have a feeling the resentment built up over years and years of the Emperor pretty much being just a jerk and not fulfilling what he said he's going to do for Darth Vader. And Vader's like, you know what? You didn't save Padme. You turned me into this
monster,
half man, half machine thing.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me I had, well, maybe you didn't. I guess Palpatine wouldn't know he had children. But you tried to kill my son. And I maybe there's other stuff in there along the way, too, that you just don't know.
And I think Vader realized at some point, I'm just a pawn for this guy. What I'm going to do until I can figure out a way to take him out. Because that's the order of the Sith.
That's true. That's how it works.
Yeah, the apprentice always takes out the master, or the master has to take out the apprentice to stay.
Because to stay
the master,
power.
yeah.
Right. And, that's why Anakin was allowed to kill Dooku at that moment in Revenge of the Sith because, well, Palpatine was done with Dooku.
Dooku, yep, he had enough of him. He wanted a new apprentice. But yeah, I'd like to see this be a 25 issue and see more hunting down Jedi and that kind of thing in it.
Yes. And just focused on Vader, and you don't touch on anything else because he doesn't really know it. I don't think about any of the other stuff going on.
No.
I mean, there's some stuff in Rebels that he has to deal with. Like once the rebellion starts to form,
and Ahsoka,
then he goes after them. He doesn't know Ahsoka's
but until she comes by and
Rebels, right?
Yeah. So it depends on how stretched out they do this. Is it going to be just within the year after Revenge of the Sith, or are they going to stretch it further? I don't know.
Right. Ooh, you don't
we'll have to wait and see.
You don't think we might, if this is a long series, you don't think that we might figure out what happened to Ahsoka in this series, do you?
Maybe. I don't think
they'll go that far.
No? I don't think it'll cover that many years. I think this will come up, and I've never read the book yet, but there's a book out that's canon that's Lords of the Sith, and it's about Vader and Emperor's Palpatine's relationship.
And I think if they're going to do anything else with Ahsoka Tano, it's going to be in the 4th season of Rebels.
Yeah.
If they're gonna reveal that she got away from Darth Vader, and escaped and survived that battle, because you don't know, it just all of a sudden the door's shut and
right.
What the heck happened inside?
Except for the confirmation by Dave Filoni that she did get out.
Well, that she lives.
Yeah, she lives.
In what
condition?
Form and condition does she live?
Hey, maybe Darth Vader tucks her away as, hey, this will be my apprentice later on as another Sith. You never know what happened to Ahsoka after she left the Jedi Order.
Right.
She could have turned...
I mean, that's what happened to Asajj Ventress. She started out as a Jedi apprentice. Padawan.
That's what happened with Count Dooku, too.
Yeah. Right. So you never know. She might have... Yeah. All the Ahsoka fans out there are now going, you sons of guns. No. She doesn't go evil.
She can't go to the dark side. As a pure Ahsoka fan, I don't believe she'd ever go to the dark side.
Me neither. I don't think so either. She's too... Not necessarily good, but she's just...
She knows too much about both sides, I think.
That she wouldn't go that way.
Yeah. She wouldn't let her...
I think she would use the dark side to friggin' help herself out, because she's not a Jedi, so why does she have to...
She doesn't need to follow the Jedi code.
Follow the code. She can do whatever she needs to survive.
Right.
So
she figured it out before Luke.
That's possible.
It's possible she figured it out.
I mean, there's a theory going out there that maybe Ahsoka trained Luke at some point. Like in between A New Hope and Empire and Return.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, you never know.
So we'll have to see if that ever happens.
That's a good theory.
It would be kind of cool.
That is a good theory. So overall, we like the comic.
Yeah, I like where it's going. I'm definitely gonna pick up the rest of them. So there'll be more reviews coming.
I need to go pick this up now.
It's good. I like it. You're gonna have to let me read it when you do pick it up.
Oh, the new ones. I'll let you borrow mine.
Alright, cool. So Luke Skywalker's original lightsaber is up for auction.
Now, could you imagine? I know,
if I could win the lottery or something, I would buy it.
In the article, they say what it's predicted to go for.
Yeah.
They said what the last one went for that they sold. was $240,000.
Right. It's $150,000 to $250,000.
I bet it goes over $250,000.
Last time Luke Skywalker's saber went up for sale, the prop earned $240,000.
That's why I think 250 is a low balling.
Right, I think they're pretty conservative.
I don't know what year that. I don't know what year that was when the last one sold for 240. But if it was even just 5, 6, 7 years ago, man, the price of stuff has just gone through the roof since the new movies. So I think 250 is conservative.
Yeah, I think that's fairly conservative.
I think it's going to go.
I think you better have 300
plus. And if I had
to even get in on the bid,
if I had 300 plus just to blow on something, and I didn't, I was rich, I would be in that friggin' bidding. But I can't even come. I need somebody needs to loan me $299,999 so I can get to the $300,000 mark to make a bid.
Right.
But that would be one of the coolest. It would be cool to have.
It would be. Yeah.
Oh man, you'd have to insure that thing and everything, man. It'd be crazy to have that as a Star Wars fan. I would never. What's funny is you get it, and I'd probably even use like the little white gloves and not touch it, and with my bare hand, and freaking it would go in a case. And
seriously, I wouldn't even tell anyone I had it.
The only way people would know is if they came over to my house and they saw it. Because I have it on display.
Or if they're at the auction and
they
knew
I bought it. Your name gets released.
I would rather be one of those online bidders
anonymous
that nobody knows who they are.
Right, or just have somebody there bidding
for me. Yeah, so I don't have, yep. So they don't know I have it.
Yep.
It'd be worth more than anything else.
Just to branch off this, we're not necessarily talking about this week, but the whole Steve Sansweet theft thing that went on.
Oh man, I couldn't believe that.
That is just like heartbreaking.
I know.
And to imagine having a lightsaber like that and somebody steal it, God, I'd be out for blood.
Oh yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's like who am I hunting down? Who stole my lightsaber?
I would instantly become Boba Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett, IG-88 Bosk. I got someone for you.
Right.
We're going in and we're hunting this sucker down. It's dead, not alive.
That's right. Locked and loaded, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. How much stuff did
This is Chinatown.
If you guys don't know who Steve Sansweet is, man, look him up. He's he's got the largest Star Wars collection outside of Lucasfilms out of anybody in the world.
Yeah, Rancho Obi-Wan.
Rancho Obi-Wan is his foundation that he started, and he does a lot of charity work through that.
Yeah, but his been the number one Star Wars collector since A New Hope.
And he's like the authority, too. He's written numerous books, all kinds of stuff on collecting Star Wars. I mean, he's the guy that knows pretty much what everything's worth, what was made. I mean, it's crazy.
What's funny is what got the guy caught who stole this stuff was the Boba Fett prototype. That there's only certain amount made,
3 or 4 of them,
in that condition that Steve Sansweet had, which was the highest grade. I'm pretty sure it was sold. The guy who bought it was smart enough, and they're like, "Where the hell did you get this?"
Yeah,
there's only one person that would have something like this. That would be Steve Sansweet. So that pretty much foiled the guy's plans. Why would you even try to sell something like that?
That's really ironic that a Boba Fett action figure took him down.
The bounty hunter took him down. But he actually worked for Stan.
He was good friends with Steve Sansweet. He's been invited to Stan Sweet's place numerous times,
and he was stealing stuff over time.
Right. The thieving had been going on over time, and there's so much stuff there that yes, Steve Sansweet has it all cataloged, and he knows everything he has and what it's worth.
But it's when you have 10,000 or more,
you're not going through
items
every day.
You're not going through every single piece every day and making sure it's there. You're not doing an inventory every day.
It's just when you notice one thing missing.
I'd probably be doing one once a year though. If I had all that stuff and I had people that were coming through, looking through it and stuff, I'd be doing an inventory.
You're less secure than me. I would be doing
twice a year.
I'd be doing one once a month.
Take you all month just to do it though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Do a little bit each day. That's what I would do.
What I would have done, personally, me more than likely. I wouldn't let hardly anybody in to look at it except for people that were family almost.
Yeah.
And maybe really, really close friends. Maybe that's who this guy was. I don't know how close of a friend he was.
Right. What a betrayal.
Oh, man.
That's like worse than Anakin's.
I mean, I can understand. Well, I know I can't even understand. I mean, I was about to say, I can understand if you're desperate for money, but even then, you don't steal from people, man.
No.
You find a way to friggin' make the money yourself.
Yep.
Get out there and find a job, man.
Yeah.
Obviously has a collection. Just start selling some of your own collection off. Don't steal from somebody else and sell their collection off.
Yeah.
I mean, if I ever come across hard times, well, guess what? I'm going to sell my collection.
Yeah, me too. That's what would happen.
The way it's going to go.
Yep. So, the latest wave of Rogue One 3 3/4 in figures are out in stores somewhere, not here, but somewhere. And we have some pictures.
Yeah, I was looking at these and I was like, that's the...
Yeah, like Finn Rao.
Yeah, Finn Rao.
It's Finn Rao, there's Sabine and Finn Rao.
Yeah.
And then we have Galen Erso, Finn Rao. I'm not sure of the guy's name, but he's one of the rebels that lands with Jyn Erso on the landing party. And then you have Admiral Raddus.
And Mouse Droid.
The Mouse Droid comes with Galen. Galen Erso.
Mouse Droid comes with Galen.
So it looks like, what, 6 characters? 6, yeah.
No, because that's Finn Rao.
So 5. Just only 5. Come on, guys.
I think it might only be 4, but this might just be a partial, like, the finishing up of a wave, like finishing up wave 3.
Oh, okay. This isn't wave 4. Okay.
Right.
There's a single pack.
They're definitely not in my area because I can't find them. I look all the time. I went today after work.
I don't want to. I mean, I open mine so I can buy them online, and I might just have to resort to doing that. Yeah, because I don't care about package quality. But
I mentioned that earlier. That matters to me, so I can't just buy it online.
Right.
So they need to get them out in the stores, and I need more than just one, random one that's got a beat up box. Right. I need like 3 or 4 to look through to pick the one I want.
Once one of them hits, you think you'd see them more often. Like,
yeah.
Although, man, you don't see a whole lot of. I mean, I do see Rogue One ones still, but
oh yeah.
Certain ones of
the Rogue Ones, I don't see very often.
Yeah.
And then there was the whole friggin' Force Awakens debacle where I never saw 3 characters.
Right.
That they're also, aren't they all on the back too of each other?
Yes, they're all in the same.
Never saw
the same set that
saw Nimna
make the super weapon.
Yeah,
that comes with the packs.
Yeah, never saw those 3 together. Nimna, the commander trooper or First Order trooper commander, and the Kylo Ren without his helmet, and they're the ones that go together. And I never saw any of those in our area.
Yeah, those 3 are paired together.
I saw the other ones numerous times, but those 3 never showed up. It was strange.
Yeah, that is odd. I don't know if Hasbro made it like hard to get those 3 on purpose, just to make them more rare.
Yeah, maybe, or just I was the Johnny Come Lately, and those ones were just always gone by the time I got to the store. I don't know.
Right.
Okay, so is that it for Tashi Toy Box?
Yeah.
This
time
around?
I don't have anything else to go.
Alright, so we go on to Gaming with Gamorreans. Now we have actually quite a bit this time around.
Yeah, they've got a lot of new stuff out for Battlefront 2.
So, EA's Battlefront 2 trailer, yay or nay? Honestly, nay. No, I'm just kidding. It was definitely yay.
Yeah, I'm on the yay side.
Oh, yeah, man. I watched that trailer and I was like, man, I haven't played a console game in quite a while. Probably since...
This might actually make me buy a stinking PS4.
Star
Wars are going to make me go broke!
Yeah. I haven't watched... Or I haven't played a console game since probably Diablo 3.
Yeah, I think that's
probably been a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I haven't played anything in a long time, but this one I want to play it.
Was out of that one or Kingdoms of Amalur?
Once I steal it from Dallin, I will be playing this. So I don't have to buy my own PlayStation 4.
I haven't played since...
I guess I'm going to have to move the PlayStation 4 out into the living room.
So everybody can come over and play it.
I can't remember the last console game Probably a Halo game. Was the last one I really got into the campaign mode, and
Halo 3 probably.
Probably Halo 3.
Probably Halo. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
been a while.
Time. That's a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched the trailer on this thing, and it was like, holy cow, this looks awesome. I want to play it now.
Oh yeah, especially and our sister Jordan, she is in love with this game already because you can play as her 2 favorite characters.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul and Kylo Ren. And those are her two favorites, and she's excited to play as them.
Yeah.
And I just hope that the hero system works.
So you're going to put a link also in the description to this video?
You can definitely go watch it. Tell us what you think. Honestly.
Yeah, in the comments.
Yeah, please do. Okay, so Battlefront 2's DLC will be free. So are they trying too hard to please everybody? Now, EA
doesn't please anybody if they can help it.
Yes, which is, and the fact that they're making it free surprised me, because I'm like, is this the same EA? Because they never make anything free.
No, I was surprised too that the downloadable
Well, it just
content
makes me wonder what the initial cost is going to be.
True, the initial cost might be pretty high.
Yeah,
it could be up to $100.
It could be.
Maybe that's where they're going to make it on the front end, not on the back end of the downloadable content. No, I'm hoping also that this doesn't mean there's not going to be very much downloadable content.
Yes.
I'm hoping there's
I hope there is some. Yes.
Downloadable content. Right. It's not just, we're going to give you this one little downloadable content and that's it. No, that's why it was free. No, because we're not making very much.
This is a problem. Why do you need downloadable content on the first day? That I do not like that, because it's like I want to enjoy the vanilla game first, and then you send me DLC like a few months later. Like I don't want, or like a month later. I don't want to have like DLC, because then that kind of divvies people up on like launch date. When everyone gets online and wants to play, some people are going to have DLC and some people aren't.
Right.
And then like you're just going to be like, wait, I want to play this map too. Oh wait, I don't have the DLC. So I have to like go on to a different lobby, and like that is the biggest problem that I have with games nowadays, is that they sell their DLC way too early.
Way too early.
But with it being free, it would just be, you want to play that map. As soon as that content comes out, you just download it. As soon as that content comes out, you just download it.
It would be nice if you could just buy the... Well, I know that won't happen. But if, you don't get the pre-order exclusive, because I'm sure that's what the DLC comes with, probably. Because that's what it's all about nowadays, is pre-order exclusives. So I hope that, like, eventually, maybe, a few weeks go by, and when its launch date comes out, and a few weeks go by, then just put it on, PlayStation Store so I can download the free DLC.
Right.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would work fine.
Yeah, because I'm sure that those who pre-order the game are going to get perks.
Yes.
And the perk might be that you get to download the downloadable content right away.
Well, yeah, that's how it was with Battlefront 1 for a little bit. Like, you got perks when you pre-ordered it, but eventually they released everything.
Right.
That you could get.
Which, I mean, I don't mind that. That's not that
bad. That's fine.
But, yeah.
I would like to reward you for pre-ordering.
Pre-ordering, yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree,
is very dangerous business.
It would be nice if they didn't just start shoving the downloadable content out right away. Because then people just play it, get all the way through it, and then they just, I'm done with it.
Stop playing it.
Yeah. I'd rather see something that is more sustainable, and it takes a little, a while to, and you get really good downloadable content, like really substantial stuff. I mean, I know, I'm pretty sure the reason they do downloadable content nowadays is they can't fit everything on that disc anymore. It just doesn't work. You have to be able to download it to the actual computer.
Drive, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, PlayStation is just a computer.
Anymore.
Yeah. They're turning more and more into computers.
That's all they are. They're just computers that you hook up to your television.
Now, one thing that I really, really hope they do for DLC, though, I want some story DLCs.
Yes.
Like some campaign DLCs would be
not
nice.
Not just Battlegrounds or whatever for the multiplayer.
You don't have to follow the same story. Just, make like a new character for this DLC and have like them have their own missions to go do. That'd be cool.
Right.
I would like that. So yes, please don't let the DLC only be multiplayer. Let it be also in the campaign. Okay. So, and then we have Battlefront 2 also has perks and class system. how will this affect the gameplay? First of all, let me just say...
You have to... Well, first off, wait a minute.
Okay,
first off, tell me what the heck a perk and... whatever.
Class system?
Yeah, class systems are. I don't understand what that... I don't play enough console games to understand that.
Basically, how it worked in the original game is that in the original Battlefronts that were made for the, Xbox original, it was where you picked a class and you had to decide, like, which class you pick. So you had just the normal guys with the blasters, and they had quite a bit of, like, hit points, right? And then you had the heavy troopers, who didn't have that much hit points, but they had, like, big rocket launchers that they could shoot.
Okay.
Then you had the scouts, which were snipers. They could pick people off from far away. Again, not very many hit points. And then you had the support people, who could repair damaged droids or damaged vehicles, and they could also like drop down med kits, and their firepower wasn't that great, but they did have a lot of hit points. And then in Battlefront 2, you got like a whole bunch of special ones. So that's
like the class system.
Yeah, that's
of like the stormtroopers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So they just divided. Instead of getting just one generic trooper, they're going to get a choice between 4.
Yes.
Basically, different troopers.
Now, what's perks systems?
Perks are basically something that, like, special little powers that you can use, such as a jetpack, or a certain grenade in your arsenal.
All right, that's good enough. I kind of get it now.
Yeah, and so this was in the original Battlefront games, like I said, and I'm very glad they're bringing it back, because in Battlefront 1, the newest Battlefront 1, the way that the soldiers worked and the way that your building up your class worked was not that great. You picked a weapon, you picked like one perk, and then you were out on the field. And you didn't really have any special... You didn't feel like, a special trooper out on the field. And
yeah, there's no uniqueness to your character.
Yeah.
You couldn't build your same character differently than somebody else built theirs. I mean, there wasn't that much difference. Now, like, somebody could have, like, a Darth Maul with certain perks.
Like, certain powers.
Right, than what your Darth Maul would have.
Okay.
With certain perks.
That sounds way cool.
And, like, attributes and stuff. Like, you can change those things.
And apparently there's going to be also different, like, cosmetic things for both the, like, not only for the troopers, because I know in Battlefront 1, you could, like, change the helmet of your guy. If you're a stormtrooper, you can, like, change it to a biker scout or a snowtrooper if you wanted. Or, and, like, you could change, like, alien races for the rebels. It says that on this one, the upgrades aren't going to be, like, cosmetic only for the troopers. There's also going to be upgrades for, like, Darth Maul and, like, alternate skins for the heroes as well. And alternate skins for ships, too.
That'd be nice.
Which is going to be really cool.
So I think it's just going to open up more individuality within the game, so you can kind of like tell who's who.
Yeah. And also it says that it will make the vehicles into like you get like a kill streak and you can unlock a vehicle. That's what I kind of got from it.
Yeah. From
that article that we read. I don't like that personally. I didn't like how they did it in the other Battlefront game either. I liked how the originals did it, where you just had a stationary vehicle, and you hopped into it, and then you drove off with that vehicle and started fighting in that vehicle. And then, like, if it got destroyed and you died, you'd have to wait for a little bit for that vehicle to respawn, and then you can get back in it and drive off and fight again.
Halo.
Yeah.
Like Halo did in their multiplayer. You could just jump on the little four-wheeler and take off across the battlefield. Or
I like that system way better, but I gotta admit, the idea of not having those stupid tokens to go into a vehicle is way better. Like, I like the idea that they're doing for this Battlefront 2 better than what they did for the vehicles.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. So overall, I think that the new systems that they have are definitely going to work better.
Yeah, it's going to be more gamer friendly.
Yes, and also I think it's going to be way more balanced.
Yeah. Because
someone, like, for example, there was the last gun that you got was Han Solo's pistol in the original Battlefront 1. and that thing, like, killed in 2 shots. And a whole bunch of people had it, and, like, there was a whole bunch of balancing issues where they could just, like, take down people like no tomorrow. And, like, people were like, help! No! Stop! And they just kept on getting killed, so hopefully they will balance that more. Alright, so Visceral decided to pull their game from debuting any footage or information from E3. Are they waiting for the Battlefront 2 hype train to leave the station? So basically, let's first talk about what the Visceral game is. It's going to be more of a story-based, single-player Star Wars adventure game, which I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, that one will be a lot of fun.
Right. Yeah, that gets even more excited for a game, you know. To know that the writer for Uncharted is also writing the story for this game is pretty cool.
Uncharted was good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a great story.
I don't think I've ever played it, but I remember watching Dallin play it.
Yes. I got the 3rd one for my birthday. And then, with my PlayStation 4, I got the collection with all 3 of the games.
There you go.
And I just played through all of them, and I love those games.
I mean, it sounds like even this might be going to the step towards Elder Scrolls type game coming in the future.
Oh, yeah. Like an open world.
Yes, an open world game. And it's just feeling like they're building up to that.
Right, like maybe they'll eventually be able to get there.
Yeah. Especially with the jumps in technology with the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X, which are like the advanced systems of the now
the current
Xbox One, of the current gen. They're now the advanced. They have 1 terabyte of data on
1 terabyte of memory.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's crazy how fast you'll fill that up.
Oh yeah,
because no matter what, like you have that 1 terabyte worth of data capacity. Guess what? We're gonna start making 1 terabyte games.
We're gonna make games that are like
1 terabyte,
like 200,
right?
Something
just way bigger
gigabytes.
Yeah, and it just starts eating up.
You up one ante. Guess what? Everybody's okay. Well, now we can do more with our game.
That actually helps the developers of games to be able to make.
It gives them more freedom.
In-depth games and more.
It gives them the freedom to make bigger games.
Yeah, bigger.
So while that sounds like a lot, eventually it won't be that. I mean, it really won't be that.
No.
But yeah, this sounds like it's going to be a pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good single player.
And it sounds like
experience.
Lucas Arts and Disney is really starting to try to push the gaming more than they have in the past.
Yeah. I think they finally got into a position where they know where they want their stories for the games to go.
Yeah, because the games have to be canon. I mean, it can't be... Well, I mean, it's kind of canon. It's a little bit in between.
I mean, the 20-player battle, those aren't canon.
No,
I mean, because Darth Maul never faced off
against Darth Maul?
Yoda.
Yoda.
Or Yoda,
yeah.
Like he did in the trailer.
Yeah.
But that's just the 20 versus 20 battlefield, you know.
But all those characters that are in this game are canon characters.
Oh, the story that we go through, that's canon.
Yes.
The story.
Now, one thing that I hope they do with the heroes, I forgot to mention this on Battlefront 2, but one thing that I hope that they do with the heroes is make, each of the planets that you fight on, right? I hope that they make the heroes specifically for that planet, because I don't want to see, like, freaking Darth Maul running around on Jakku, you know? Like, I don't... Like, it would be a bit bizarre to see that.
Right. It should be more Kylo Ren.
And Rey.
It should be the era.
Yeah,
For the campaign, yes. For the Battlefronts, I have a feeling you're going to be able to... Like, just the multiplayer Battlefronts, you can be whoever you want on whatever planet you want.
That'd be weird to see, like, Darth Maul chopping up... I mean, not Darth Maul. Darth Vader chopping up, like, droids, though.
Battle droids.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, the era of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like, if you're on the Battle of Theed... Yeah. On Naboo, you get to have Darth Maul.
Yoda.
Right.
And
anybody that was in those films.
Qui-Gon, young Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. Right.
Okay.
Maybe Anakin.
Even on the battlefields, you want that, huh?
Yeah,
where it's more restrictive. You can't
battlefield.
You can't bring your kick butt Darth Maul over and just throw him on Jakku.
You just put in your kick butt Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That would be interesting if they do that. I don't know what they're going to do with it. We'll see.
I guess we'll see. Maybe there will be some things revealed, like, as with the heroes. Maybe, as the movies come out, more DLC will come
Maybe.
to bring more heroes.
Especially with the newest movie.
Yeah, Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. They might throw some new characters in.
Yeah, like Benicio del Toro's character might be a hero that you can play as.
That might be...
Or a villain.
Or Holdo. Or Vice Admiral Holdo.
Yeah.
They might throw that in as downloadable content.
Yeah.
But getting back to the visceral thing, I think it's a smart move for them not to debut anything right now.
Yes.
But they're just going to get overshadowed by all the Battlefront 2 stuff that's coming out.
Well,
I would wait.
And the movie coming out, and
right.
you know,
yeah, I'd wait and tie it in closer to the movie.
Yeah,
closer to when the Last Jedi comes out.
Now, yeah,
okay.
This is very similar to the the Star Wars 1313 thing that was canceled. It looks very similar to that. At least that little picture that we saw with like that third person kind of angle. Yeah, that looks like Star Wars 1313.
Yeah, that was a game in development that got the axe because, well, they no longer follow canon.
I couldn't remember if you played as a smuggler or a bounty hunter. I know you played as one of the two, but yeah, in 1313.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yep.
All right, so we have some time. You guys want to do a review of Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah, let's go ahead. I think we're all pretty much in agreement on this movie, pretty much. So
yeah,
it should be a shorter.
Should be a shorter one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's gonna be probably my favorite out of the prequels.
It's my second favorite. I still like Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace best. I like Phantom Menace too. I mean, it's a close 1-2 there on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I love this fight choreography in this movie. It's great. Like especially the ending fight scene with
Anakin versus Obi-Wan
and Anakin.
Yeah,
and also the fight between Sidious and Yoda is pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so like the highlights of this movie is the first space battle. To me, is really cool. When they start getting into the little buzz droids.
Yeah.
When they get all over Obi-Wan's ship and Anakin's trying to knock him off, I could have done without some of that stuff.
Apparently, the buzz droids make an appearance in the Thrawn book.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a little bit too much. I think Obi-Wan should have just been force pushing him off his ship instead of having Anakin trying to brush him off with the wing of his ship.
Yeah, and then break his ship.
Right. But I mean, that notwithstanding, the battle is still cool, and I like all the sort of aerial shots from different perspectives that they show during that aerial battle. And then, of course, the fight with Dooku is okay. I think he took out Obi-Wan too easy.
Yeah.
So did I. Took out Obi-Wan too easy, and then Anakin didn't have a hard enough time defeating him.
Right. And then Anakin just gave in. Like, he should have known right then that Palpatine was not a good person.
As soon as he tells him to kill him,
yeah,
do it.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
So I mean, like some of the plot holes for me are like of this movie sort of start there. Like Anakin should have known like earlier.
Yeah.
About Palpatine but maybe it was just suppressing those ideas and didn't want to like believe it because he really trusted Palpatine.
Yeah. Apologies for the...
So a little slight
rustle.
Ruckus.
Yeah, the rustle in the background. It's okay.
Just the dogs coming in the house.
The dogs coming in the house.
Yep.
So I like the movie as a whole. They're just sort of the middle part and the end.
No.
Where it comes out like friggin'
Frankenstein. Well, I understand you would like have an issue like learning his new like the mobility of his suit.
But that part's the only part that really drove me crazy.
The funny thing is that the Darth Vader comic picks up literally right after
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, right there where he says no.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where this new Vader comic book picks up.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your likes down?
Okay. First of all, there's only one line in the entire movie that made me cringe, and I already said it in the Attack of the Clones review, and it's a mention of Naboo. But other than that, the relationship between Anakin and Padme is so much better in this movie. Like, 10 times better in this movie. And it is funny to see how, I mean, this is one of my dislikes, how easily General Grievous was taken out. Because it's funny to see him just whoop complete butt in the Clone Wars animated series. And then Obi-Wan just takes him out like that. But then again, you can't say that Obi-Wan, like, kind of, he fought him multiple times in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, so maybe he started to learn his techniques.
Yeah. Like the whole spinning thing, he was able to just easily cut him off because he's done that trick to him before.
Too many times, yeah. So Obi-Wan's kind of got it down. Well, unless you guys haven't seen, I don't want to give you spoilers, but if you haven't seen how Darth Maul goes out in Rebels, that's because Obi-Wan knows his move,
and has probably and
he uses it against him.
Right.
I mean, Obi-Wan's is good at that.
He has a good memory.
He's got a good memory, and he's just good at learning other guys' techniques and how they fight. That's why I think that's how he took out Anakin. Because Anakin took out Dooku by himself, but he can't friggin' take out Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan got his butt kicked by Dooku. It was like that quick. But Obi-Wan's been training him forever, and he knows what he likes and what he doesn't like. Knows his tendencies. Yeah. Obi-Wan is like probably the best. And most people, in my opinion, I think he's the best lightsaber fighter out of any Jedi.
I think he's the smartest lightsaber fighter and the most tactical. Like, he just understands, like, what people are going to do before they even do it, because he's seen it happen before. Like, he's learned that.
He's one of those guys that just absorbs everything. Kicks butt.
This is why Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character of all time, by the way. Just like
one of the reasons, yeah.
Right, because I really
think he could have taken Darth Vader.
I really think, like, when he was fighting Vader, he could have easily escaped Vader.
He could have definitely escaped Vader, but he
like, nope.
It's time.
It's time for me to go. I have to pass the torch
to Luke.
On to Luke.
Yeah,
because he just also needs.
And I have to give Luke a reason.
Yeah,
to fight. Yeah, to want to
pursue
this.
Yeah. I mean, and I remember when Ryan and I were watching it, and I think, it's like when Grievous finally gets, he gets Obi-Wan and Anakin, together, and he brings them in, and he like says to Anakin like, "Oh, Anakin, nice to finally meet face to face," and Anakin says like, "I thought you'd be taller." I remember Ryan's like, "Wait, they met already in the Clone Wars, didn't they?" And I'm like, "Nope," and it's true. They never meet face to face in the whole Clone Wars series.
Yeah, the Clone Wars cartoon series.
Yeah,
they did a good job of keeping them apart.
Yeah. And
either he was knocked out or something like that happened while Obi-Wan's fighting him. Or
it never feels forced either.
No.
And that's the great thing about it too. And they only battle once in like a dogfight, and that's it.
Right.
It's more like a chase, actually.
Yeah, so my favorite parts of this movie is to kind of watch the downfall of Anakin.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of just see him slowly turning, and then at the end it's just like a rapid just decline of just
he descends pretty quickly.
It's amazing how weak he was to the... I mean, Palpatine's been working on him for a long time, behind the... just little things, little jabs here, little jabs there.
Don't trust the Jedi. Right. Oh, they don't trust you. They won't let you do this mission.
They don't know as much about the dark side as they think. I've studied it, kind of thing.
Right.
It's not as bad as everybody says it is, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
The Jedi won't teach you these things.
Yeah. So, it's kind of fun. That's my favorite part of that movie, is kind of watch the downslide of Anakin into the darkness.
Yeah. I mean,
it's pretty much ends when he starts just killing younglings. I mean, it's over, man. I thought, if you watch that before and you've never seen the originals, you would say there's no coming back from that.
He could never come back from that.
But
yeah,
he did.
I think this is the first and only Star Wars movie in the main series that's rated PG-13. And I think Last Jedi is probably going to be rated PG-13, maybe.
I don't know yet.
But yeah, this is the only one in the entire series that's rated PG-13. All the rest
because it's definitely darker.
All the rest of them are PG, and Phantom Menace is G, which I found funny.
No, it's very... Yeah, well, I can understand that. That was trying to get the next generation of young kids into freaking Star Wars. That's why it was very G-rated for the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And then by the time they got to Revenge of the Sith, they could make it more dark. But I can, it's definitely the darkest of all of them, really.
Yeah.
Of all of the movies that they made.
So far, I'd agree.
Yeah. Also, can we...
Rogue One's pretty dark.
Yeah, because everybody died.
Now, but...
Well, that one, yeah. Well, and also, can we just mention, like, one of the best scenes in the entire, like, probably, in my opinion, probably one of the best scenes in the entire movie franchise is the part where the opera scene, when Sidious is telling Anakin all about the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Yeah.
Like, that whole scene is so good.
Yeah, as far as, like, you know, like, two characters just sitting
Conversing.
there, having a conversation. It's probably the best conversation
Yeah.
of the entire
Yeah, it's a really good dialogue.
Saga.
And done well by the two actors, too.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody always complains about Hayden Christensen, but definitely in The Revenge of the Sith, he finally got into the character more, and he did a way better job.
And he's coming...
And who's the guy that played Palpatine?
Ian McDermott.
Ian McDermott. He was awesome.
Yeah,
he's
always been awesome.
He's just an awesome evil character. He can play an awesome evil character.
Yeah. What were some of your favorite parts of the...
Well, like I said, the first opening battle scene with the space battle. I also like the fight between Yoda and Palpatine. Mm-hmm. I thought they did that pretty well. I liked
because it wasn't one-sided
room. Yeah,
it wasn't one-sided. Each of them got in their shots, and it was like pretty much a stalemate.
Yep, it was like seeing the two, you know, the head Jedi and the head Sith Lord sort of battle it out, and they just sort of were equally matched. But yeah, just watching Palpatine like sling those
the
little
Senate
capsules,
chairs,
the little Senate chair capsules towards him and stuff, and then
he just hopping around on them.
He stopped one and spun it and threw it back. I mean, it's just a cool scene.
Or old Palpatine using his old tricks of, I'm going to use the Force lightning, and old Yoda just
catches
it. No, I know that trick, buddy. Good luck. You're not fighting a regular Jedi here. You're fighting a master of the masters.
Yeah, and watching this movie is really hard. Like it is pretty heartbreaking, especially when you see all the Jedi get gunned down.
Yes.
When you watch the Clone Wars.
That's a little bit of the thing I had a tiny bit of a problem with is none of the rest of them but Yoda sensed that something bad was hapappening.
Yeah.
Until it was too late. They should have, a couple of them should have known.
And gotten away. And then that could be, where this comic book takes off, him hunting down those Jedi. I mean, that's what he was, Obi-Wan said. He hunted down the rest of the Jedi and killed them. When is that?
That's A New Hope.
A New Hope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he betrayed,
and murdered
your father. And then he hunts down and kills Jedi. I mean, that was his whole job, was to get rid of the rest of the Jedi. And not just the ones in the temple at the very beginning before he really became.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's obviously some of them did get away because you have Kanan, you have Ahsoka, but she wasn't really a Jedi, but I mean,
she had already denounced the
moved on, but
yeah.
There had to be. There's still, in my opinion, I like to see, especially in this comic. Hopefully, they bring in more of that, where he's going after action. Well, he has to. He's got to get his. Right. I don't want to give away too much.
I mean, there was some Jedi you didn't see get killed, so hopefully.
Well, there had been some Jedi that weren't with any clone troopers, so they got away.
Yeah.
They were able to escape.
My least favorite part of this movie, and it sort of starts in the beginning and goes all the way to the end, is the overuse of CGI.
Yes.
The whole movie looks way too, not lived in. It doesn't look
plastic.
real.
Yes, it all looks fake.
Very fake.
Yeah. Especially the sets.
Too much.
Look very plastic.
Yeah, too much green screen, not enough actual. That's why I love the regular puppets.
And that's my biggest problem with this movie is that.
Yeah, other than that, it's pretty good.
Even Phantom Menace had more a lived-in feel
to it. Yeah,
especially the Tatooine scene, and
this one just had an overload.
Well, even Attack of the Clones didn't. I mean, even Camino felt like it was, even though it was sterile,
but it still felt real,
lived in,
right? It existed.
Yeah, you went into what's his name's Jango Fett's quarters. It felt lived in,
right?
But a lot of this stuff, I agree, it's definitely too much CGI, too much green screen, too much.
Yeah.
effects to make the sets.
Yeah.
Too much effects to make the sets. I mean, that's where you really want to have the textures and the your set are the sets. I mean, I can understand the the fights, the flying and the battle scenes in the space. That's going to be CGI because that's what it is.
Yeah, like Mustafar.
You can't actually go out in outer space and fly ships around. So.
You can't get that close to lava; it'll burn your face off.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It just didn't feel, especially even like Padme's quarters and stuff. Like, it just doesn't feel lived in. It just felt too fake.
Right.
Yeah.
Too like it was all plastic.
Yeah.
Yep. Too clean, really. Not like dirty enough.
Yeah.
But that's my biggest issue with
So overall, I give this 4.5 slaughtered younglings out of 5.
I'd give it a 3.5.
3.5?
Maybe 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 3.5. No's out of 5.
Mine is higher than both of yours. That's interesting. But yeah, I like this. Is by far probably my favorite.
Prequel.
This is also your generation, man. We're old school over here.
This is the first. This is actually the first Star Wars movie I ever saw in theaters. So yeah.
This is more your generation. That's why I can understand why it's one of your favorites.
Yeah, I mean,
we
people who are like I work with at work and they're in their 20s, Revenge of the Sith is their favorite movie.
Yeah, same with me. People that I know that are younger.
Yep.
Makes
sense. It's their favorite movie.
It's their favorite movie.
And that's
Empire
awesome.
Strikes Back is my favorite movie,
Yeah,
but that's my generation.
A New Hope is my favorite movie, so.
Have you ever noticed, but like I've heard that Empire Strikes Back is like almost a lot of people's favorite movies. It's like everyone likes the dark ones.
The darker ones.
That's why I have a feeling Last Jedi
where the
might
bad
be,
guys actually win.
Yeah, Last Jedi might be the favorite out of the sequel.
It's possible.
I really like Force Awakens, so
Me too.
See. I also love Rogue One. It's just a standalone story.
Great.
It's great.
Yeah, great. So. Alright, so that wraps up our 8th episode of Red 2 Chatter. This one won't be as visual as the last ones were, but there will be a few pictures here and there. But yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed, Jay.
Yeah, if you guys would please subscribe if you're watching this.
Subscribe.
Like, comment.
Like. Yeah,
Go like our Facebook page.
Do all that cool stuff.
Yep. Red 2 Chatter Facebook. Follow that.
Yep.
Subscribe to it, whatever you do on Facebook.
Follow.
Okay.
Like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't do Facebook, so I don't know.
Share things that you like.
Share it. Yeah.
Anyway, you can find me, my personal stuff on Twitter at jbird51 and on Instagram at jwilsonbydesign. I post I don't do so much posting on Twitter, but I do post a few Star Wars related items on my Instagram page, so follow me there.
Ryan,
you can't find me anywhere on social media.
Except for right here on YouTube
or
on this
podcast.
podcast.
Like I'm saying, it's going to be an on-running joke. And then you can find me on YouTube as well at Major Glitterix. That is GLITTERIX with Major before it. And I do gameplay videos and everything like that with commentary. And once that Visceral game comes out, you can definitely expect a playthrough of it to come out on my channel. So, yeah.
I might try to join you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Play. Oh, well, I guess it's a one person, but maybe if we do some of the
Battlefront 2 split screen. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. But yeah, and I also have a Facebook page. I need to post more on it, but it's under the same name. So yeah, that wraps it up, and I hope that you all enjoyed.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Cut the shot on Red 2.